You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, for a lot of people, this may be the moment you were waiting for, or it may not be, depending on who you are and what side of the fence you are on. I, for one, I can't wait to see how this plays out. I mean, four-time MVP, Aaron Rodgers, Super Bowl champion, is back officially, as many people thought he would be. I said I felt like they had a verbal agreement, just like he had last year with Mike Tomlin. He probably had that same agreement with the Steelers and Mike McCarthy. I've been saying that on this channel. I believe Aaron Rodgers is back sooner this year than he actually was last year. I may be wrong, but I was thinking he signed last year in June. But the news is now just breaking. And it looks like some of this may be because of money, because he got himself a raise. Aaron Rodgers isn't done yet. After a prolonged decision-making process, the four-time MVP is expected to sign a one-year deal with the Steelers worth up to $25 million. Sources told ESPN's Adam Schefter on Saturday night the deal is expected to be a base salary of $22 to $23 million. I believe he had like $13.5 million last year, with up to a few million more in incentives, according to sources. Rodgers recently returned to the Pittsburgh area ahead of Monday's OTAs and was seen getting ice cream with several teammates at an area ice cream shop Friday night. Rodgers expected to report to Monday's OTAs. Sources told Schefter the decision comes weeks after the Steelers placed a UFA tender on Rodgers in a procedural move that would either give them a compensatory draft pick if he signed anywhere else before training camp, or restrict his ability to sign with another team once camp begins. Though the Steelers remained confident and in communication with Rodgers throughout the process, the quarterback still made a decision on his own timeline, despite team owner and president Art Rooney II publicly saying the organization is expected a conclusion by the start of the draft. That didn't happen. So, Rodgers traveled to Pittsburgh the weekend of the team's rookie minicamp, agreed to the deal prior to the team's first voluntary OTA, scheduled to start May 18th. The Steelers added it to their quarterback room. They drafted Drew Aller in the third round, and of course, Will Howard is there also. So, there you go. McCarthy hired to replace Mike Tomlin in January, and of course, he coached Rodgers for 13 seasons in Green Bay. This should be interesting. I was almost right. Rodgers signed a one-year, $13.65 million deal last year. So this will be the last ride, I would assume, of Aaron Rodgers with the Steelers. Look, I kind of like what they're doing here. I know a lot of people are like, oh, they're old, you ought to tank, blah, blah, blah. The Steelers have made a decision they're not going to tank. At least they're not going to try to tank anyway. They're not going to try to get, a top 10 draft pick. They may not need one next year to get a quarterback. To be quite honest with you, that draft looks so deep that they may be able to get one even if they're drafting 20th again. Now, what do I expect out of them? Probably 10-7. I think the goal here is to probably try to win a playoff game this year. Aaron Rodgers' Steelers now officially reached a one-year agreement. And like I said, that's Schefter. A little response from NFL fan. Well, let's go win a Super Bowl. He's our guy again. Let's rock and roll. Wow. Let this be this miserable bastard's last season. I'm so sick and tired of this off-season drama. Every effing year, the last 5 years, this jerk-off keeps teams hostage. Keep in mind, folks, a lot of people hate this guy because of the I'm immunized, and they feel like they were wronged because he wouldn't give them their medical status during COVID. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. People that are hating on him, a lot of it's got to do with his political beliefs. Don't get confused. Will Howard is just going to be left to die then. Aaron Rodgers at 43, still the starter. Most men his age are watching from the couch. Inevitable. I still hate it. Sir, Aaron Rodgers is returning to the Steelers next year. Aaron Rodgers, 30th year, one more year. Get that thing off the road, bro. Honestly, he was still about the 15th best quarterback in the league. Last year, he was still, you might be like 15th. Well, good God. Have you seen some of the quarterbacks out there? Honestly, we still don't technically know, like, if Bryce Young is really a guy. He backed into the playoffs at 8-9 and he's 5'10". I'm just pointing that out. Vikings, Kyler Murray. I am not sold on that. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood for one more season. Honestly, you've got. I'm going to tell you why I kind of like this. Here we go. Aaron Rodgers is a hero for refusing to take the COVID vaccine. Boom. There you go. Drew Aller enthusiast right now. That's good. That's good. Interesting. In 2025, 20th in passing yards, 33rd in success percentage, whatever that is, 15th in QB rating. Again, 15th best quarterback in the league. Wrap that shit up. Here we go, Steelers. Yeah, nobody will watch that shit. Hang up the jersey, bro. Everybody's going to be watching this shit. Let's not get confused. I think it's hilarious. Look, on the surface, Michael Pittman Jr., DK Metcalf, Jeremy Bernard, wide receiver, Rico Dottle, running back. It's a better offensive unit than he was playing with last year. They've got more playmakers on this team right now than what they had last season. I made a video right after the season ended. I said, look, they got to do something. They got to get more weapons on this team. Aaron Rodgers or not, they didn't have enough firepower to do shit. They got some guys on this team now. So, don't automatically believe because you got the Steelers on. Like, I think the Patriots may play this. I'm not sure. Somebody I was listening to the other day, and they came across the Steelers on their schedule, and they were like, oh, that's an automatic win. I'm like, is it? Are you sure about that? Because I'm not at all. You know what? I root for interesting. One last ride. Let's go. That's interesting to me. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.